Google, if you just go to Google and type in Google My Business, so I'm going to bounce around from a couple different things, but if you just go to Google My Business, you can create your Google profile or claim your profile. And there is a process where they can send you something in the mail. Let's see if I can. It looks just like this from Google. This is from a call we did a couple weeks ago, and I did a demo. They sent me this in the mail, and inside there's a little code, and that code is going to be to claim your listing. So claim your listing, that's step one. We cover that in another call. Okay. Then you have this dashboard where you can come in and add photos. You can create posts. You can respond to reviews. You can add your business info. You can list your services, all these different things. So today we're just going to talk about a couple of things that Steve just mentioned. One of them being photos, another one being reviews. And then we'll talk about services and posts, kind of which can go together as well. So first off, you want to go to your info tab. This is where you write your description about your business, your hours, the areas you serve, all that different stuff. So the different cities that you're handling, make sure you fill this out completely. And we said that, like I said, on the other call, it's very, very important to do that. Appointment links. This is one little thing that you can do where if you don't have a Calendly account, okay, you can add a Calendly link, which can let people schedule onto your Google Calendar. So go to calendly.com, create a free account, connect it to your Google or your Yahoo or your Apple or Outlook, whatever you use for your calendar. This will let people book appointments and time with you directly from Google. So don't leave that blank just because you think, oh, I don't have an appointment link. Create appointment link. It'll take you 5 minutes to do that. It's free. Go to Calendly, get one set up. Okay, but keep on scrolling down. There's a section here that says services, and there's also a section that says add a business description. Now, I promise you guys, your competitors, 90% of agents are not doing this. They are not going to add a business description. They're going to be like, oh, I'll just leave it as is. So click on the little pen icon. And you see here, it says you can put 750 characters in this little spot to describe your business. Now, little hint here. Google is based on search intent, right? When you go to Google, what are you going to do? You're going to search for something, right? So if I want to look for a real estate agent, if I could spell it right, in Naperville, Illinois, when I start typing that in, Google's going to pull from all the information that people have on their profiles when they start presenting some data, some search results to us. So that means whatever I put in here is going to help Google provide better results. Okay, so we got 750 characters. How are we going to describe our business? Open up a Google Doc. Okay, and I typed this up this morning. And here's how you can make sure that it's within 750 characters. Just start typing something about yourself and about your business and the areas you serve, and then highlight it. Just drag your mouse. So I'm just clicking and dragging my mouse and go up here to tools, word count. And you can see here how many characters I have in that highlighted section. There's 738. So I'm less than the 750. Don't just write one sentence. Don't write two sentences, and that's what the lazy competition does. You guys aren't lazy, right? So let's write as much as we can and make it make sense. Okay. But also use some keywords. I'm going to show you guys a couple little things here that I added to make sure that Google knows, hey, this is all about real estate agent, where we're located. I added in this keyword phrase, top real estate agent. That's actually a very common phrase that people type in. Do you know how I know that? I don't have to work at Google to know that. I'm going to show you a little trick here. If you guys have heard search engine optimization, this is how you do very basic but very powerful research on what are people looking for. If I want to know what people are searching for real estate in Naperville, I can type in Naperville real estate. Now, do you see all of those pre-populated suggestions that Google has? Google is telling me, hey, a lot of people are also searching for these things. So these are keywords. A lot of people are typing in Naperville real estate market, Naperville real estate agents, Naperville real estate Zillow. They want to know about this stuff. So it might be a good idea, hint, hint, to make content and use these words in your description, right? They're typing in real estate agents. They're typing in, I guarantee they're typing in top real estate agents, near me, top real estate agent companies. What else are they typing in? Best real estate agent. So there's best, top. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come here and write in my description, Steve Merritt's a top real estate agent in Naperville with a strong record of selling homes. Homes is a keyword. Buy homes for sale. Home for sale is probably a phrase people type in a lot, right? So I want to make sure I have homes for sale in there. He's been a full time real estate. I got the word best in my description because that's a lot of things. People are typing that. I also use another word for real estate agent, which is realtors. Okay, so I got real estate agent. I got realtors. What else we got in here? And then I have other keywords, which are location specific, like cities. So include these in your description. Hey, I serve these areas and surrounding cities. And again, I have realtor and I have real estate agents. I got the plural of it. So I was very, very intentional about writing this description, 750 characters or less, but it tells everything we do, it tells where we service it, it tells who we are, it tells a little bit about our track record. And it took me like 15, 20 minutes to write that and be very intentional about it and make sure I use keywords. So do that and then take that, copy it and paste it in there. So now we have a very, very strong description that's telling Google all those things, where we service, what we do, who we are. I'm going to hit apply. Now, again, 90% of your competition, they're not going to write out a nice description. They're going to be lazy and they're going to write real estate agent, selling homes in Naperville. Call me if you'd like to see some homes. That's what they're going to do because they're lazy. You guys are better than that. You guys are going to be creating something right here that's an asset for years to come. So spend the 2 hours to do this. Boom. Okay, now let's scroll up to where it says services. This is another section probably 95% of people do not fill out. Theirs just says listing service, realtor, buying a home. Now, if we click on listing service, it says we can write a description of 300 characters. So guess what? We're going to go right back over here and start typing in something that describes real estate agent, listing homes for sale, right? So I did that. And again, I highlight it and I click on tools, word count, and I got 295. So I'm good. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it right in here. So this is telling Google, hey, I'm a listing service, but I'm going to give you more information. I know you're not demanding of me. I know I can be lazy and just say I'm a listing agent, but I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm going to be better. Bam. So now we've updated that. You can also do one for buying a home. This is another category. And in this one, I actually put a link. I'm not sure how Google treats that. I tried to research and find out if we can link back to our site and if that makes a difference. I'm going to put that in there so people can search for homes. In fact, I'm going to write here, search for homes now. And I have a little call to action telling them what to do. But I've got we help with the home buying process. We negotiate. We help you find the perfect house. Boom, save that. And there's one more here for this service category of real estate agency. It's just realtor, right? So I wrote another one. And again, I'm including these keywords. Hey, the Merritt Group's a full service team of top real estate agents. Keyword, Naperville will help you in all these areas. Boom. Let's go right back over here. Okay, and I included the counties. So I'm including keywords. I'm telling Google, this is where we service. This is who we are. This is what we do. So when people start searching, this is going to improve our rankings significantly. In the coming weeks, I promise you, we're going to be getting up to like the top results on Google from what we're doing right now. And you guys can go do this for your area, your city. We want to own it. So that's the first thing. Update your info and the services, your description. Okay, next, let's go to photos. Now, this is where we get smarter than 90% of the agents out there again. Most people might put a few photos of themselves. They might put they might put their logo, and they stop there. We're going to go the extra mile. We're going to go here, and these are photos of listings and homes that Steve's worked on or sold over the last year or whatever. We grabbed some of those photos. Thank you, Pushkar. And what I did, you'll notice here, what we could do is we could just leave it as image 4457. Out of your phone or your computer, it comes up, it says it's got some number associated. That doesn't mean anything to Google. That doesn't tell them anything. So again, we want to use the right words that tell people tell Google, what is this photo about? Now, again, I just dragged this one from my computer. That's me. That doesn't say anything. All right. So what we do, instead of just uploading a bunch of houses, I started naming those pictures based on the cities that we want to rank for. Now, I could just say Naperville, Montgomery. I could do that. But
those are on each picture then when they do the search? Okay.
Yes. So now we're not only just ranking our profile, we're trying to rank photos. So when people go to Google image search, right? So if I go to Google image search and I typed in, Naperville homes, we could show up even in the photo search. Now, I don't know if those are all Naperville or not, but that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to tell Google, hey, these are photos from Naperville and from Downers Grove. We're trying to give them that information so they're not guessing where this house is taken. So I went in here and I started typing in. I typed in a couple of 2 photos for every city, and then I typed in another word that goes along with it, like Lombard real estate, Lombard home for sale, because that's what buyers and that's what sellers are typing in. Okay. So again, this took me like 20 minutes. I just went in here. I just changed them. Roseville 1, Roseville 2. I could stop there, or I could say Darien homes for sale. And I could say Darien real estate. Okay. So just change the name of the file. That's all I'm telling you to do. You don't have to edit it. You don't got to color correct it and do all that fancy stuff. This is for Google. This is to improve rankings. Now, we're just going to upload that photo, okay? So you can see all these photos we got here. Where's my photo? Oh, there's the plus icon. It's hiding behind the Zoom stuff. I'm going to select photos, or you can drag them, right? So I'm going to drag those on there. And boom, now it's uploading. I promise you, people are going to start finding you because of these photos that you're adding. Okay. Don't do anything fancy. Don't try to be like, oh, it's not the perfect angle in the shot and the color right. No, just start adding content and telling Google those keywords. Cool. Everybody can do that, right? Go grab, even if it's one open house, here's a property for sale, home for sale, and add your city. Okay. So that's the second thing we wanted to show you guys is add 100 photos, add 200 photos. Every single week, I'm adding more and more to these, and I'm going to continue adding more with these different cities. So Google sees we're adding new content. We're relevant to the location. We're relevant about real estate. Okay. Okay. Reviews. Let me hit on this real quick. Reviews. If you click on the home on the home tab over here on the right, now you can see in the last 28 days, right? Our map views, this is just from uploading some photos and modifying a few things. We're already starting to increase more and more map views just by people searching on Google Maps for real estate. Okay, let's see here. Right here. Okay, so on the right-hand side, it says get more reviews. How do you get more reviews? You ask people. Steve said, ask everybody. Ask them over and over again. Every time you deliver good news, hey, we just got your home in contract. Would you mind leaving a review? Click on this link. It pops up and says you can copy this link and you can share it. You can send it via email. You can paste it in a text message. That will take people directly to your Google profile to leave a review. Cool. All right. Last thing to do is to create a post. Think of posting on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, all that good stuff, LinkedIn. Well, Google is Instead of trying to be a social network, they're just trying to say, hey, this person's providing some content in this area with this type of information, right? They're this type of business. So a restaurant would post a bunch of photos of their dishes and maybe people dining out. Now users can post photos too, right? So your clients can post a photo and upload those things to your profile, but you want to do that. So we're going to click on create a post. You can add in your COVID information. Like you can say, hey, we are, and I shouldn't have said it on this live stream because sometimes YouTube will be like, hey, why are you saying that word? But you can put your safety information like, hey, we're cautious. We follow the local rules and whatever to just let people know any information like, hey, we show houses, but it's by appointment only. Whatever you're doing, you can do that here. You can also tell people what's new. This is probably the one you want to do the most often, but also there's one for events. You can add an open house, add your photo in here, tell them when your open house is, add some details, put a link to it, add that in here. That's a post. So every week you should be able to post at least one thing to Google's Google My Business posts, which could be, hey, I had a listing that's coming soon. I have an open house coming soon. I have whatever those events are. And then if not, it could be another property result. Hey, what's new? We just closed on this transaction. What else could you post? You could post repost reviews. Hey, this is a house we sold and we got a 5-star review from this client. You could post part of your transaction process, like what you do. You could come over to your listing packet or your buyer packet, and you could take information from here and post that. You could literally just screenshot a part of your listing process or your purchase process and add that in here. Like, hey, if you want to know what we do these 3 things differently than other agents. Okay. So creating a post, I would create one a week at least and just add it. If you're updating Instagram, just take some of that same information. If you don't really feel like, I don't know what to put, just add that same information in here and write a little description. Again, you want to try to make it local and relevant. So if you're posting like something about your kids, that's probably not something you want to post. What I mean is something relevant to the location in your business. And then there's a call to action button here. You can click on call now and it'll have your phone number and they can call you. So they can literally click on Google, call you from your post. Okay. So that's, and again, like I said, I could come in here and I would rename that picture. Like say you're taking a picture of a screenshot of your listing packet. You could come in here, screenshot this selling price, and I would rename it Naperville Realtors help you price your home right. So I'm just putting like a little keyword in there. I can drag that in here. Oh, sorry, can't drag it in there. I have to click on the plus sign first, add photos, and then I can drag it in there. Boom. And then write a little post. The Merritt Group. And now I can say call now. I can hit publish and boom. Now we have a little post specifically about our process of working with us. All right. So the homework assignment for you guys before we take some questions is update your services. What are the services you provide? Add a little description in there. In the info section, update your description of your business up to 750 characters. And use the keywords and the cities that you service. Request reviews by sending that little link that says, hey, would you mind adding a link? Add some photos. Okay. Upload photos. And if you guys need like a guide on, you want them to be perfect, I could give you information on like the perfect dimensions. I would not honestly overthink this. Just post, add more content. Okay. What else here? if you have really large photos that Google and you're like, oh, this is like my photographer took this. There's a website, tinypng.com. You can drag a photo on here and it will reduce the size, usually by like 20, 30, 40, 50%. So if Google's telling you, hey, your photo's too big, your photographer took professional photos and that's 10 megabytes, go to tinypng.com, drag your photo on there. It will reduce the size and then you can post it to Google. Okay, I'm done. Do you guys have homework assignments? Add photos, update your services, update your description, make some posts, and watch. I promise you, the next time we come back here and we talk about this, Steve's rankings are going to be climbing higher and higher and higher and higher because we're going to continue just adding more content. And this is stuff we're learning about and they've made changes to, so capitalize on it. Bam.
Love it, man. That's good stuff, Jesse.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm still a student.
A lot of people in the know like yourself that this Google business page is going to be more and more important as we move forward in this digital age. It's obvious that it has been, but more people, it's like 90% or more people go to Google to look up a business. That's the first place they go. So you want to come up first in their rankings, basically. And you're going to have to do this to stay with the Joneses here to keep up with them.
And you know what's an objection I've heard a lot, Steve, is people been like, well, I've never got a call from Google for someone from Google, which that's totally a limiting belief because you don't know that someone didn't go confirm and verify just to check. Maybe they didn't click and say, oh, I found you on Google, but maybe they used that information to validate their decision to talk to you, right? Maybe they're like, oh, this guy left a message about buying or selling a home. I don't know who he is. Let me Google him. They Google you and they're like, oh, okay, he's legit. Bam. They use that information to validate their decisions.
Yeah.
So
the one 4-star rating that I have was actually from a guy that wasn't even a client. He was a neighbor of a client that called to ask me a random question about eviction. And I thought I was pretty helpful, but apparently it wasn't 5-star worthy.
Wasn't verified by an attorney.
No.
Okay. What questions do you guys have? Everybody, please do this. If you're going to be in business a year or two from now, this is a one-time thing you do. You set it all up. And I promise you will get leads. You will get, again, more business because you have a better presence than the 90% of agents out there.
Any questions?
Man, it must have been maybe it was a grand slam. We don't have no questions. Everybody must
all the objections and questions during your presentation, Jesse. It was phenomenal.
Is everybody working on their profiles right now as we speak? Please do.
Must be.
Here, I'm gonna post a link to this website, which kind of gives a complete Google My Business breakdown for those that are analytical. We know they want to know more information, so I'm gonna give you just a simple little guide. Tells you the image description, how to name your files, and everything I kind of just went over. It does that and more. All right.
Awesome. All right. Great call.
Cheers, guys.
There's no other question.